Hey Seeker, your spiritual gangster. Welcome back to the Existential Shift. So I have thoughts. Surprise, surprise. Oh, she has thoughts. Oh, we didn't know. Okay. Alright, so Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus for the next 7 years. Now, I hear a lot in the astrology community. Like, from watching videos and all that. And I'm generalizing here. I'm not saying everyone speaks that way, and they might be right. I don't know. It just doesn't click within me when some speak of how it might be crazy because, well, Uranus, the Aquarius energy, which is the rebel, kind of out there, out of the box, brilliant, genius, extrovert, justice seeking and all that jazz, goes into, the fixed air, goes into Taurus, which is the fixed earth, and the dissonance, the conflict, the drama. Okay. I'm sorry, it doesn't resonate with me, that interpretation. And again, maybe I'm wrong, right? Who said that my truth is better than anybody else's truth? I don't know. It's just my take on it, from a place of intuitive astrology. I feel the shifts and the energies of the planets, and how they affect our consciousness and our collective, or in a collective matter or in a personal matter. So again, my take on it, take it or leave it. So let's talk a little bit Greek mythology, really on the tip of things. Uranus was basically the first godly existence, right? And Gaia was Earth, okay? And they were the first two gods, and then they played with each other. They got all hooked up. I'm a father of gods, I'm mother of gods, I'm the best of masculines, I'm the best of feminines, or I'm actually the only masculine, I'm actually the only feminine, so it makes sense. Anyway, so they hit up and they create the Titans, which were the first human race. Okay, this is Greek mythology here. Okay, I'm not speaking evolution or anything. Okay, Greek mythology, archetypes, stories. Don't take me literally. Anyway, so they are the creators of this everything. Now, the story goes on. Uranus doesn't really like his Titans kids because they're kind of weird and mortals and not divine, so he exiles them to the underworld. And Gaia's like, "What you doing? They're our kids." And then drama happens, and great. But I want us to focus on the initial essence of what it is that we're talking about. The divine heavens, right? Uranus is the heavens. And the divine goddess, right? Gaia, the earth, the birth, the great mother. So the great father and the great mother, the all father and the all mother. Gaia is Taurus. You know that. So here we are, after a really long time of humanity experiencing polarities and duality. It's either masculine or it's feminine. It's either yin or it's yang. It's either here or it's there. It's either peace or it's war. Separation, right? So here we have now, in a time where the spiritual community and everybody's basically talking about divine unions and how the collective's consciousness is expanding to the next dimension. We're going from 3D to 4D. And then astrologically something happens in the planets that symbolizes just that. Uranus, the heavens, are going into Taurus, the earth. And that is integration. We're also talking, finally we're starting to talk in the spiritual community. You see little shining stars come out about integrating shadow work, as opposed to suppressing it or detaching from it or denying it, or only speaking of the heavens, of the consciousness and of the good and of the purity, and denying the material and the yin, the earth, the feminine, the matter, the womb, okay? We're finally starting to snap out of this Puritan, dangerous, self-righteous, ideological aspect of how good is, what good is, and what bad is, right? And we start to understand that our subconscious isn't our enemy, it's actually our greatest manifester, and we're starting to work with it as opposed to against it. I don't hear enough light workers or spiritual coaches talk about this. I'll be honest. I hear very few. Caroline Elliott speaks of it, great. Teal Swan speaks of it, wonderful. I speak of it as much as I can. You know, I bet there are others out there, for sure. But mostly what I hear is like, do good and have butterflies, and then you'll be happy. No, you have to dive. You have to dive into your shadow. Where did humanity was the Titans, the original humans, Greek mythology, were thrown into by their parent to the underworld. Was it really bad? Was it really a punishment? Or was it just the evolution of our consciousness kind of starting from the basics, right? Because creation came out of nothing, something out of nothing. The Big Bang came out of space. Empty matter is the thing that connects all matter. It is forever integrated and intertwined within this creation, within ourselves. And for as long as we try to separate between the two, there will never be divinity in us finding ourselves. When we separate between our inside and our outside, right? And speaking of true manifestation, if you want more information, go to my 13th element playlist. I did a video a long time ago, about a year ago, called The True Secrets of Manifestation, where I speak a lot about shadow work and how to manifest from there. Okay, so that can explain much better, because I'm not going to go into it right now because I spoke for like an hour about it over there. But we are starting to awaken our subconscious and speak with it, which leads us to true manifestation. And who's the zodiac of manifestation? Taurus. So look what we have here. The genius Aquarius, aka Uranus, goes into the manifestor Taurus, aka Gaia. That's not conflict, that's not scary, that's not dissonance, that's not crazy, that's not oh no, that's fucking magic. Alchemy. The Tao exists from the merge of the yin and yang. Not just being next to each other, but merged. Where both are both. Integration. And from there, true manifestation of creating your own life, aka being divine, as opposed to being stuck in polarities and dualities, merges. This is a part of our expansion, of humanity's expansion in its consciousness and its frequency. It is a great, exciting time to be alive. Now, it might be very challenging when it comes to events in our life. right? The Taurus energy, the Gaia, the earth, manifests and create life from having a rhythm, from having laws of nature, right? From having the seasons, process, things are clear. There is, you know, um, there's order in the madness, okay? There's structure. And now the Aquarius energy goes in there and the Taurus is like, what the fuck? Okay. Aquarius. Now all the Aquarians are going to be like, see, I knew I was godly. The Taurus are going to be, see, I knew I was a goddess. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, great. You're not the only ones. Chill. It's energy. Okay, I'll give you that. Whatever. And then the whack, genius, creative, out of the box, no structure, everywhere, here, there, all goes into that law of nature, right? The physics, the chemistry, the biology, and it's like trying to find, a way for its creativity to flow within these structured mechanisms. So at first it is scary for these energies, but that creative force merging into that manifesting powerful system, that's the Big Bang. That's magic. That's creation. That's how we go into our new world. Okay? It is the metaphysics that has physics within it. It is the alchemy that has chemistry in it. Alchemy has to have the laws of chemistry to bounce off of and help it expand, to express its ideas in the real world, in a tangible way. Same goes to the metaphysics, it needs the physics. I've been having so many downloads in the past few days, like my brain is under, at first I get the energy, right? And then my brain needs to actually process it into cognitive information, right? The neurotransmitters are trying to like, wait, I have this. Okay, communicating it, understanding it, communicating it. It is exactly Uranus in Taurus, okay? The energy, the inspiration goes into this mechanism, and now the mechanism is trying to kind of, to wire it in a way that can be expressed in a tangible way. Humanity is now getting downloads of information in order to expand our consciousness. And now we're trying to, process it, understand it, and live by it. That is Uranus going into Taurus. It's going to be some fascinating 7 years. I can't wait to see what we will invent, make up, the progress that we'll have, how we're going to help, solve global warming, climate change, how brilliant ideas that are out there are going to find a way to I see inventors finding wonderful investors, that will allow them, they will allow each other to bring those ideas into reality. You see right now how a lot of philanthropists, like rich people, are investing in the future of this planet. Look what Leonardo DiCaprio is doing, right? Putting a lot of money and resources and effort and structure and production, the Taurus, into a new world's order, the Aquarius, Uranus. Thus making a better world. Okay? see where you have Aquarius in your chart. Like my Jupiter is in Aquarius, right? So for those of you who have either strong placements of Aquarius or strong placements of Taurus, and again, this is intuitive what I'm saying right now, although it makes sense, I guess. Figure out where in your life you either, as an Aquarian, feel like you're trying to find yourself within a new structure. That which you resist persists. Let go. See what it's trying to do for you as opposed to against you. The Tauruses, if you feel like your habits are being stretched or changed or challenged, that which you resist persists. Don't fight it. See where it's trying to lead your consciousness towards and have you help it and work with it. Does that make sense? So, okay. Now that I said all that, I think the pressure on my brain got a little bit eased. But yesterday I was at the beach and I was walking and I got a lot of realizations. Call it channeling, call it whatever you want. But one of the I'm gonna go back. The reason I was doing that, the reason why I'm experiencing this most, especially in the past few days, is because I'm working on my tarot masterclass, and every time I upload a card, now I'm at the major arcanas, every time I work on the next card to upload a lesson on, I get immersed in the energy of the card. Like I literally get to experience it. I've been experiencing them, the path of the tarot, since I started studying them. It's 13, 14 years ago, wow. But the past few, especially 2 months since I started the major arcanas, because those represent spiritual lessons and understandings, like my life has been literally shifting in accordance to the energy of the card that I was working on. So in the past few days I did the Strength card, and now right after this video probably I'm going to do the Hermit. So I've been with Strength and then the Hermit. Okay, I can't even, like, the Hermit, ironically enough, the Strength is already uploaded, by the way, if you want to check it out. The Hermit I'll probably do today and upload it. The Hermit, ironically enough, in Greek mythology symbolizes Cronus. Cronus was one of their sons, one of those titans that were Uranus's and Gaia's children, and he, with time, turned into the god of time. With time, turned into the god of time. Okay, but he's also the Hermit, which is going within, finding the truth that is inside of us, that is a reflection of the outside of us, and vice versa, as within, so without, and vice versa. And from there, from realizing those truths, starting going to the next level, which is the Wheel of Fortune, where we start manifesting. And in the past few days, I was on that Hermit state of mind, and yesterday at the beach. And so the inner realizations, the self-realizations that reflected exterior notions, where I really, really witnessed how my subconscious was creating my reality and how they reflect onto each other. And I did such intense shadow work, and that's very much so the Hermit. And that is the thing, the inner integration, right? When you know thyself, when you know the truth from within, the Hermit, that's the journey of the Hermit. Yeah, loneliness, yeah, solitude, yeah, Virgo, okay. The reflection of within, where you truly understand the self, and witness the light within yourself that guides you through this, that's when manifestation clicks and the wheels start to turn and change your exterior reality. Leads to the Wheel of Fortune. This is what is happening to us right now. Guys, this is how I'm connecting it, okay? Uranus going into Taurus is forcing us to integrate really integrate within us all these aspects. And that's when we're going to really start manifesting. I think humanity in the next 7 years is going to be about that. About merging polarities, merging dualities, integration. Carl Jung said, and I say it a lot, I quote him a lot, that until we make our subconscious conscious, it will rule our life and we will call it fate. Energy is now helping us to make our subconscious conscious so we can rule our life, be freed of all, karma and all that, and recreate a new fate. From tapping into our destiny of divine entities, we will be able to recreate a new fate for ourselves, for humanity, for Earth. Comment your thoughts. I know it's a little bit... If there's an astrologer, a professional astrologer that knows planets, like I know all about the zodiacs, but when it comes to angles and sextiles, and I just feel the planets as opposed to know what I need to know. Anyway, if there's astrologers who wants to give their input, please, by all means, comment. Just be nice, play nice, or you won't be able to play here. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. I'm excited for where humanity is going towards. I'm excited for the opportunity to, even though it's putting a lot of pressure on my brain, all this integration, and like I feel like the dams are being broken, and like all the waters of the subconscious are like flooding the conscious, and everything. It's like this swirl of stuff. Like when I went to the beach yesterday, I told you it's like everything's, and I was like, oh, okay, should I wait? I don't know how to explain how it happens. It just happens. It's not like I hear voices. It's not that. It's just like you could think that it comes from the inside, but it feels like it's also from the outside. And well, I guess it's both, right? So we are a part of source consciousness. You are source consciousness. You're a stream of it. Whatever source knows, you know. I know. We just need to tap into that place. We just need to release resistance, mostly mental resistance, and fear-based resistance, of course, from projecting our past experiences. And it's a very hard thing to do, but that's why we do the shadow work, to face it, to speak to it, to accept it, to love it, right? If you want self-love, if you want self-acceptance, you have to accept all the parts of you. How will you be in self-acceptance or in self-love if you're in constant battle with yourself or with aspects within yourself? It's when you constantly budge heads with something that it puts up a wall, right? But when you ease and accept it for what it is, and it's like it feels like it doesn't need to prove anything or to fight anything, so it just kind of chills, So do the same with your fears and with your issues. Understand where they come from. Childhood, traumas, all that jazz. And love them. Love them because they're a part of you. Accept yourself with these things. Okay, I'm gonna do the Hermit now, and I'm gonna add it also to my Tarot Masterclass. I hope you guys like it. For those of you who purchase the lessons, thank you. If you don't know, every card gets its own video. And all the minor arcanas are already up. And now I'm working on the major arcanas, as you already understand. And it's a wacky journey. But hey, I'm accepting it for what it is, and I choose to enjoy it as opposed to reject it, because rejecting it is impossible, because energy seems to not be asking for my permission. It's just what it is. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I will see you soon, guys, for, June stereoscopes. We're in the midst of the energies for May Teroscope, so feel free to watch those again for a current energies kind of connection. And okay, see you later.